Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back to another episode of Redcoat's Revenge in EU4. And in previous episode I think we started the war in here. I'm still fighting it, technically speaking, but not too worried about that. I think I'll siege down this. I think Mexico will take care of that fort, but we're gonna have to start with that and re-siege all of that sooner or later. Okay, Montgomery has been converted, so we can start converting yet another province, which I am perfectly fine with. Agriculture ooh. Oh no, not agriculture, architectural development. I do want that point, so I'm just gonna have to take another loan again, which is gonna increase the inflation, which is not something that I like, since it's already that high, but there's not much options available to us right now. And besides, 300 points for one loan, I think it's worth it. Wait a minute, create a trade post. Wait a minute, are they? Oh, okay, so there's a republic in here. Savoy has a West African charter. What? Oh yeah, they do. The Spanish control a decent bit of here. We'll have to take care of Spanish holdings there sooner or later. Right now, it's not a primary concern. Actually, let's have a look at the mission tree. What should be our primary concern? That's going to be colonized soon. Within 2 years, so we'll finish that mission. Then we'll have claims on Bengal. Then we'll have to conquer some Bengal area. Or some areas from Bengal, which is not going to be easy. I have a lot of allies. I think we can do that if we prepare for it. Then there would be more Indian claims that we'll be able to get. North India. Right, what about the monopoly in English Channel? How well are we working on that? 77%, so it hasn't actually increased in a while. Marketplace, we could still increase the trade values in here. Not to mention, we could technically send in more ships as well. Local traders demand 8. Yeah, I think I'll provide the 8 there. Right, so now the Aztecs and all that are seizing down more lands here. Luckily, if we manage to hold that, they will not be able to take the lands permanently, but there's a minor inconvenience. Probably should have prioritized hunting the armies first. Although they're not black flagged. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna offer a peace over here. I'm gonna clear the offer. It'll give us a border with most of them, and then take that one. They will not accept that yet. What about if we don't take that? They would accept this. We can't take money. Now I'll just take those 4 provinces now. Now I'm in Korea. Ooh, I'll take the army tradition actually. Waiting for that. Technically we could send... No, there's no penalty from not having ships there because they don't know what ships are, so we don't need to worry about it then. So we've got the 4 colonies. How far away are we from getting another colonist? Not far. We need 80 points, which we'll get in 6 or 7 months. I'm gonna go hunt that army. I think after this war we'll send in the army to explore a little bit. We can probably just give orders to Mexico to actually expand here. Oh, the one that I... I don't have the money here. And a stack wipe is about to happen. There we go. It's gonna de-seize the province. Oh, they would accept that. Can we take... We can't take quite that much money. They're not quite yet surrendering. Almost, once we get that siege done. Wait. No, we can't take that because of war score. Okay, Ooh. Professionalism would be good. I'm not gonna take 2 loans for that. There we go. Mexico is even stronger. No gold provinces in these wars, unfortunately, but sugar and cocoa, both pretty good, and some spices. But I'm going to send this one to hunt for the 7 cities. Explore a little bit for us. Cuba is certainly increasing in size. They're colonizing 2 provinces at once, which is rather useful, although, well, Portuguese are also expanding a little bit there. But I think... How much armies does Cuba have? 13,000 men, or 13 regiments. Not terrible. We'll get the colonists, and then we'll get the final thingy there, but I think at this point we'll send in a colonist over here. That should be done soon. And then we'll send in... Once this is done, we'll probably send in another colonist somewhere around here to increase our influence in the region. On the other hand, these are not tributaries. One thing that I could do is send in a colonist here, get a colony or a province there, and then start expanding in Philippines. Prevent the Spanish from getting that. I'm not sure if the Spanish actually have a mission for that or not. But I imagine that they do. Border friction... I don't mind if Spain hates me. Now, I'm kind of dividing my attention here to maybe a bit too many places. On the other hand, if I was to get some of these other islands here... I mean, there's no Europeans from, like, in the Indian Oceans other than me. And, well, technically Ottomans are considered a European power, but... Yeah, other than me and Ottomans, there's no one else yet here. Although that's probably just a matter of time. I suppose I could get a bit more... Ooh, that would be 11 dev. Both of these islands. I think I want to get these islands next. Just to stop anyone else from getting them, and that's a decent bit of provinces. Okay, mission fulfilled. Oh, I got claim. Oh, but they're not permanent claims. They're just claims. Brunei, Malacca. Ooh. I suppose I could send in an army there with our main fleet to take care of that problem and utilize the claims. I'll send the one with the artillery just to have the extra advantage over any natives there. Well, Asians. I think I'm going to stop at Cape first, and then we'll send for once we've repaired the ships. I don't want to take too much attrition. But yeah, we'll make this certainly into a trade company. So how much trade power do we have here? Barely anything. But if we can take out the Malacca Straits and all that, well, oh boy. We're going to have a lot. So We got claims over all of this. Did we get the claims over... Yes, we did get the claims on Bengal. Now, are these permanent claims? These are permanent claims. Fastest slowpokes. Ah, okay. Having a bit of a problem with the exploration here. Actually, that's an idea. Once we get Panama going, we're going to start expanding down south. Get Peru. Which is going to be a bit of an issue. At first, we can pay off a loan. Still have 400 ducats. Oh, we're producing gold here. That was a bit unexpected. Surprised to be sure, but a welcome one. Actually, let's have a look at the... Oh, that would be a single stay. Okay, so... Oh well. Panama needs some territories anyway. Right, where did we get the... Ships didn't take too much damage, to be fair. A little bit, but I think we can manage. Right, time to get to Brunei. Well, luck now. Sales is... Ooh, hold on. Cabinet of Curiosities. Okay. Either a church or innovativeness. I think I'm willing to pay 200 ducats for 1.5 innovativeness. Which, to be fair, is already rather high. Almost 35, so once we get that, another 15, I think I can manage that. Oh, and we have the colonists now, and I wanted to colonize the isles here, so we'll start with that one. These have Catholic as their main religion, oddly enough. Now, we do have a tiny bit of cash, but I think I'm going to save the cash for now. Conversion heretics of Amor. If we have a look at the religious map mode, then yeah, pretty sure that's pretty good. Pretty much all Scandinavia is reformed. Almost all of Germany is Protestant. And there's a little bit reformed in Low Countries and Northern Italy. And that's about it. Now, I'm pretty sure that English Channel is going to be the... where the... Hold on. Global trade will spawn. Yep. Most likely to appear in Calais. Fair enough, I mean, Calais does have a rather large trade power. Now, I'm assuming that we still haven't gotten... No, we're still at 77% in trade power here. How is the aggressive expansion doing? It's still rather high. Especially against France, but I think we can manage that. Can we wait to declare war on Spain? Susan, Portugal and Naples would join. Would be a fair bit of enemies. I'm not sure that we are quite ready to beat them down. Not yet. A dog's alive. Kijok can hate us. We are roleplaying the British here. So we can be a bit ruthless. We purchase the last ability. Right, so we got 4 colonists going around. On the other hand, diplo power is also nice. Right, Cartagena, we're actually going to recall you already. Send a colonist here. And that means that, hold on, of all the colonists that we have, 2 of them are currently in transit. I think we're going to have to get a 3rd one in transit, actually. Just to have 5 colonies going on. But we're going to recall you. And I wonder if there's possibility for us to... No, we can't colonize here yet. Well, we can colonize this over here. It's a bit of a long distance, to be fair. Will give us a bit of a chance to get the exploration done the way that we need it. So we'll soon have 4 provinces in Panama. Not quite enough to form the colonial nation, but almost. And we are a bit low on cash. Hold on, Spain will probably get the colonial nation soon. After which, 13 colonies should be in a position to start fighting them. More or less immediately. Speaking of which, could we... I'm gonna try that. 13 colonies. No casus belli against a country without a truce with them. I see. Well, that could be a bit of an issue. Okay, what about Mexico? They could technically start a war. Against who? Mixtec. They should be alright with that. Oh, and I wonder, how much does Caribas have troops? Or maybe more important question is the amount of navies. Not going to be rivals, but... Caribas has 17 ships. And what about Cuba? 8. Okay, so they would not have the naval supremacy yet. Similar as in Managua. Or Managua. Another province. Ooh. The remaining provinces are getting rather expensive to convert. Presumably because of their high... Yeah, autonomy is rather high, so I'm not going to convert any more provinces. As of right now. Once more of the religious or zeal is actually the word that I'm looking for, has worn out, then we should be okay converting more. But right now, it's a bit too dangerous. I could make this into a state, to be fair. At the same time, I want to say the point to get the last idea of the idea group. Because a global trade power is going to be useful. Not to mention the policies that I get from it. For example, the global Zhatelier increased by 20%, issue uprising chance 50%. Let's take the Diplo points. Thank you. Right, we probably have our troops here now. We do indeed. They got Militech 14, so they're not that bad. Let's get another general. Actually not bad, 2551. We are now over the limit, of course, but I think I can manage that. Now, if we were to declare war, Malacca would join Siak and Matias. I think I will do this. Let's have a look. So they have... Ooh, they got a bit more armies than I expected. They got a decent fleet as well. Let's get an admiral. So we're going to go a fair bit over our fleet limit. But it's going to be for good cause. If we can keep their ships in there, they won't be able to bring in much troops here. We'll be able to take over Brunei, more or less. And then what we can do is we can get our troops over here, because now we are blockading that crossing, presumably. Which means that we can just go in here and take over all of Siak's lands. I think this is going to work in our benefit. I wonder... No, there's nothing that we can convert yet. Not reasonably, anyway. Trying to build some troops there. Gonna detach a siege and go for the capital. Focus on it first. We have a lot of cannons, so it should be going rather quickly. Truce with France ended. Ooh. Who is France allied to? Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg. Okay, so if we could get the claim on Lübeck, there's something that I could do. More or less. Get Lübeck out of their hands. And that would give us a lot more power in here. I'm not going to be declaring war on France right now, but that's something that I can do. Assuming that they're still allowed. Ooh, Siak is actually having a bit of a separatist issue there. I might as well let them work on that right now. Or keep them distracted for the time being. Right, so how big of an army does Brunei has? 22,000 men. And they are one tech behind, so it's not actually that much. We got a good leader though, so I think we can do this. Actually, another thing that I could do is I could start converting provinces for my subjects. It's cheap, and it will certainly help in the long run. Okay, so the Explorer is currently somewhere down here. Oh, you got stuck with Black Flag. Why don't you go home? Mexico is currently fighting the war. They haven't won it yet, but they are working on it. Explorer is still exploring. No, they did manage to get across the straits there. Okay. A minor setback. On the other hand, they haven't... Oh no, they got a decent bit of troops actually. But Siak and Malacca... Oh right, they got 40,000 men there, then they got that army. Okay, that tracks. Just quickly get this siege done. We'll go kill Brunei's armies. Hold on, is Brunei fighting another war? No. But someone else is fighting around here, which is causing the naval battles. Careful, accuracy expansion impact. Lovely. Right, and you... Let's go explore Pacific South America. Should be much to explore there, actually. Okay, there's one over there. Fair enough. There's nowhere to run. They did seize down the province, though. But our morale and tactics and all that is just a bit too much for them to handle. We did take about 300 casualties ourselves, but we killed almost 7,000. I'll take that as a victory. We'll consolidate the regiments, detach a siege, and go for that fort over there. We have some ships that we need to repair, so I'm just gonna send them back to be repaired. Which means, as long as we keep this navy here, we should be able to repair them over there. Not necessarily the best base to repair, but I think we can manage. There we go. So we got now the policies available. I'll certainly get the Zhatelier. And Land Leader 5 wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I'll take that one as well. I don't think I'm going to bother with the reinforced speed, quite frankly. With the Explorer, now you're going to explore the Pacific South America. Should be useful. There we go, we retook that province from them. We'll get that fort, and then there's nowhere for them to hide. I will Or at least take over Brunei. Maybe we'll take over Sumatra as well. Well, part of it. Maybe. I mean, that would give us a lot of land here. Of course, we don't have a huge army here, so it's going to be rather tricky holding on to it. We'll probably go around again. But that's basically what happens when you fight in Brunei. So merry-go-round. Ooh, global settler increase. Lovely. And we do now have 5 colonies going on, one of which is going to be done rather soon. Oh, right, that's going to be... First of all, it's over here, and it will get 2 more dev from the Normans that we are transplanting there. We'll explore Southeast Pacific. Civilization of Sinu. Ooh. I'll take the admin points, thank you. From having Sir Francis Drake as advisor. And Bohemia is still the Emperor. Oddly enough. Okay, we got the colony. We got... Ooh, admin and... So production and tax over there. I think I'll colonize a little bit around here. Just looking for a nice province to colonize, actually. In Colombia. Probably should just use the dev map mode here. It's probably in economic. Something that would be profitable. Most of these are just 4. Or 3 or 4. Some of them are 5, I suppose, so we'll just colonize over here because it's close. I think more Normans is going to be useful. But anyway, we are, I believe, out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.